A lot of us wants to play their favorite console game in PC, but the only problem is, if you don't know how to set up your keyboard and mouse properly, you will not get the full PC experience. Today, we will be learning how you can set up your keyboard and mouse very easily, so just follow my guide and let's get into it. A quick disclaimer: this video assumes that you already have your choice of emulator installed and you already have gone through the process of installing the firmware and the product key necessary for the emulator to run properly. If you have done so, just continue watching the video and you'll be good to go. This will work with any kind of emulator, whether it be Yuzu, Ryujinx, or Simu. Okay, so in order for you to set up your keyboard and mouse with emulators, you're gonna need two pieces of software. One is called VJ Setup and other one is called Mouse Joystick. I'll put the link for these two softwares down in the description below so that you can easily download it and you'll get the exact same file as me. And if for some reason you don't trust me, these are open source program. You can just go to GitHub and search the exact name and you'll find it, and just go ahead and download it and it'll work. So for this demonstration purposes, first of all you will have to install VJ setup. So we're gonna open this up and just allow the permission for it. Since I already have VJ, it uninstalled the version that I had and it's gonna reinstall it fresh. So just go through the installation process. It is pretty standard and you'll be good to go. Okay, after VJ is done, what I need you to do is open VJ list. Config VJ. This is the file that you're going to open and it should look something along like this. The number button, it should be 8 and and this setting should say continuous, and leave everything the way it is. Second of all, we're going to extract this file. I have already done it. So you're going to extract this file and then open it. The first time that you open it, you're not going to get this pop-up message or anything of that sort, but like you have to allow for a script to install. Don't worry, it's a GitHub project. The code is open source. It is nothing malicious. So just allow the installation for the script, and then we're going to be opening this application through your system tray. Just double click on it and this will open. In the general settings, the output mode would be usually selected as VJ device direct input, but you're going to be switching to Xbox direct input. And just copy my settings and leave everything as it is. The next step, we're going to go to the setup. So in here you can adjust your mouse sensitivity, and this is the settings that works for me best, but it depends in case by cases. It will depend on your computer or the mouse that you're using, the sensitivity it has. So just mess with the settings. If you don't want to, then just copy my settings. And next we're going to go to the hotkeys. So this is for your controls. So if you press F1, it'll toggle the application on and off. If you're not if you don't want to use a single key to toggle this application on and off, you can also use it in combination of the Windows key, but I usually prefer it with F1 and F1. So if you press it, so let's, for the demonstration purposes, if I press F1, my cursor is going to disappear, and if I going to press F1 again, the cursor is back. So so when you press F1, basically restricts your mouse movement and then overrides every single settings to the settings that you have set in here and the key bindings. So this is for the hotkeys. Now we're going to go to the axis. If you like inverted axis, then you can set it here. and this is the most important part. So since you're going to be getting the exact same file, I have prepared a couple of presets that you can just click and load. You're going to be selecting it from this drop down list. If you're playing Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild, you're just gonna click it and set load. And I'll have an additional video that explains what each key binding does. Otherwise, you can just hop onto the game and see it for yourself. Next up, we have keyboard. This is pretty standard. WASD for moving left and right, and if you press your numpad in 0, you're going to be toggling like walk motion. And that is pretty much it. You can also turn this option to yes, so it basically allows you to select your weapons by scrolling your mouse wheel, which is very intuitive. And just keep the settings here, and after you've done everything that I've showed you, just select save and then okay, then you're good to go. Then then comes the next part. Whatever emulator you're using, you have to configure it. Since we have selected Xbox Direct Input, if we go to the configuration option through here and you go to the settings for player 1, we are going to be selecting Xbox 360 controller. And even if you change any keys in here, it is not going to reflect in the game. If you want to change a certain key binding, you're going to have to come back to this application and go to keys, then click on key list helper, and you can change it from here. If you have found this video helpful, consider giving this video a like and subscribe to the channel, as it takes a lot of time just to edit a simple video, as I'm just getting started with YouTube. If you show your support and love for the channel, it will help me a lot. And thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.